Yeah.
My name is Tiara Stanley, and I'm going to speak about the pros and cons of legalizing abortion. If you have never been to an abortion clinic, then if you've ever been to an abortion clinic, then you know that walking in is like crazy. It's people yelling at you, shouting at you, telling you you're horrible, that you're a murderer, and this can really affect the woman that's going in, probably making the hardest decision of her life. These people are judging her, not knowing her situation. Um, I first became interested in this topic when I learned the history and the struggle that women faced before abortion was legal in any states. What is your opinion on abortion? Before you answer this question, let me inform you about the history of abortions, the pros and the cons of it being legal or illegal. The history of abortions. Before January 22nd, 1973, when Roe versus Wade was passed, abortions were illegal and birth control was not readily available to women. And most women, whenever they became pregnant and an unwanted pregnancy, they used back alley abortions, which is self-induced abortions. And this picture right here is a picture of a wire hanger, which most women used to remove their infant or fetus. Margaret Sanger. It's a movie called The Heart of Choice, and it's the Margaret Sanger story. It's a true story, and Margaret Sanger was a nurse that was with a doctor and performed house calls to patients who were having back alley abortions or giving themselves back alley abortions. Because in like the 1940s, birth control was not available to them. So these women had no other choice, and the men, they couldn't afford to have big families and things, so that was their only choice, and women didn't know any other way to save their family. But back alley abortions are very dangerous. They can either kill the woman herself and the fetus, or cause her permanent damage and could either sterilize her for life or result in death. So the pros of abortion being legal is it could save women's lives. They don't have to perform self-induced abortions anymore. Women that are victims of rape, and rape can sometimes result in pregnancy. And if abortion is legal, then they could go ahead and have an abortion. This might be a solution to that, because sometimes women are raped by their parents or someone they're close to, which could result in severe disabilities to the child. Families that live in poverty, if poverty is already bad, then bringing another child into there, which could be even worse or make it worse. Women in abusive relationships, when a woman is in domestic violence, it's bad enough. And if you bring a child into that, then they could possibly be beaten. And reasons that women don't get abortions is because of others' opinions and people telling them that it's morally wrong when they may not be in their situation. So everybody's opinion does matter. Cons of abortion is it is technically murder. You are getting rid of what is going to be a human. It also could cause a woman infertility problems. It decreases her chances of ever having children. So when a teenager goes in to seek abortion, and sometimes it can be without parents' consent, she's putting herself at risk to never being able to have a family. And it causes emotional destruction. Women who have abortions, normally they have to seek counseling because they feel so bad. Like, it's never an easy decision to make. And some women could use abortions freely or as a form of birth control. Just like when we just heard about human trafficking and they have, they get pregnant, they have to have abortions. Well, how many times does that happen? And that could also be a kind of abortion being legal. So now that you have heard the history of abortion and some pros and cons of it, what are your opinions? Would you be the one to fight to legalize abortion or keep it legal in the states that it is, or be against it?